Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas and we are back with iKON. Earlier today we have checked out their news music video, my first comeback of theirs with their news release But You, and as you can see here already, this thing has been on loop ever since. Retro perfection, an absolute 10 out of 10 release. Instantly one of my favorite title track releases of the year, and now I'm excited to find out if they've also delivered one of my favorite B-sides of the year, because we are also going to be diving into my first iKON album, their fourth mini album Flashback. And as promised already in that music video reaction, we will be going through all their previous 3 mini albums, and I think one full album they released as well over the upcoming time, maybe throughout the year. Things like mentioned, I have so many other groups who I want to do the same thing for, so it's always about, you know, like finding the right time and just the moments to do all of that, but we will be getting there. But now though, we are getting here to this, their newest album, their fourth mini album Flashback, and it features 4 B-sides overall. And I obviously have to say before and though, I can't guarantee you if these lyric videos will be 100% correct. I only, like mentioned, can tell Bobby by name and by face and everything. So I hope that these lyric videos are correct and whatnot. If they aren't, then we just gotta work around it. Yeah, we can't always guarantee that. But yeah, we have 4 B-sides overall, being Dragon, For Real, Gold, and Name. Very simple, very straightforward titles. Dragon sounds already badass, and I'm excited to see what sound concepts they will be going for, because as mentioned, it's my first iKON album, so I can't tell how the previous albums were in sense of variety and if there was always like a big amount of difference and everything. The only iKON related album I've listened to was Bobby's most recent solo album, Lucky Man, Lucky Boy, I don't remember actually, but there was a lot of variety in there. Okay, Bobby really did a lot of different stuff in that, so I'm excited to see what they have in store for me for this one. First one being, like mentioned, Dragon. Obviously a very badass title. Let's see in what direction the first of 4 B-sides will be going. Let's stop the talking, let's start the reacting plus reviewing my first iKON album, their 4th mini album Flashback. Kicking things off with Dragon. Let's go. Whoa! Rock bass line, let's go! Whoa! Ooh, I love the combination of several different gritty sound elements. Like first we go in the rock direction, now more into the EDM again. Ooh, background vocals. Ah! Ooh! Watch out, little boy! Ooh! Such a lengthy build up, so I'm totally fine with it being mostly an instrumental chorus. Damn! Ooh, hit voice though! Ooh, it's even kind of... Oh, the sound effect. Beat. Ooh, the beat breaks. Ooh. I was about to say something, and the moment you hear Bobby shout, "Let's go," you shut up and just rock out with him. Holy moly. Man, after the title track was something so comfortable and relaxing in some way, this is now a freaking banger, a headbanger. There's the guitar again. I like how we had the guitar at the beginning and at the end now again, after we had the EDM mostly in the middle. Ooh. And a different sound now here. It's still the same chorus, but we changed the sounds so it stands out. So the first chorus feels like the final chorus. All right. Now that's like mentioned the sound I expected more from the time check, or like at least what I would have basically when somebody would have asked me how would I describe iKON sound from what I've listened beforehand, this would have been that direction, you know, with Bling Bling, with Rhythm Ta, and with Medis, especially these very badass, vocally powerful yet still somewhat elegant hype songs. Okay, ooh, iKON's Dragon is dangerous. Okay. Like, generally, we have a very, clear theme going on when it comes to the song construction. We have very full, verses, have a very good and melodic pre-chorus that then has this very strong drop, and we then go for a majority instrumental focused chorus, but still throwing some shouting powerful lyrics in there to keep the energy high nonetheless. I think the chorus really worked well, because that's usually how you do it. If you want to do a chorus like that, you then make the previous build up to it as full as possible to then basically have this instrumental fill in just the same amount of way, you know, because I'm usually the type of person that says, hey, usually I'm more for the full choruses with lyrics, but sometimes, or like in these cases, the instrumental chorus just bangs so hard, and that was definitely the case here. Again though, I've said it in the title track already, I've only had very few iKON songs thus far. One thing I definitely had to say was straight away their voices. Just the voices in general, you know, just their voice colors, the way they sound, even with, like, probably even just a cappella, they just have great voices, you know. And not only do they harmonize well together, but just like they apparently fit onto every sound. Okay, like especially at one point Jay's entry was, I think actually in this, the second verse is nuts. Okay. Like, the pre-chorus is amazing and everything, the chorus is banging, but the way Jay and Bobby do that second verse is, like... Oh, do you hear that? Slowly walking for fire. Ooh. That vocal entry is insane, and like mentioned, Bobby after that is the... I would probably consider my favorite rapper in all of K-pop. Like, walking for fire. Ooh. Again though, this sound element here that we have going on now, generally, huge variety in the sounds. We kick off with a guitar, end it with a guitar, have more EDM focus in between, but also have this thing going on which kinda... how do you call it? This kind of reminds me of like Asian action movies, if that makes sense. It's hard to describe exactly what the sound is, but you can hear it in the back of this. Sounds great. Really gives a good touch to the verse from him here. But again, like mentioned, was about to say something and then the way when you hear Bobby say "Let's go," you just know it's about to be heat. And the way we then, like mentioned, have these little beat breaks in there to just even further emphasize that the power in the flow there is so cool. Like, it's such a little thing to do, but it just really once again shows. I've noted, like mentioned, I actually can pull out the track list here. Let me pull out the track list because I'm always interested in who produced and whatnot. Like, that's one of these little detail things where you just know whoever worked on this knows his craft well, because these are these little details that just can evaluate a verse and a moment and make it a highlight. Okay, generally that's one of these things. Actually, that's something I would actually. It's good to compare that straight away to the title track, because the title track itself is like mentioned, majority especially awesome due to the bridge and due to the chorus. But that's like usually the case because that are the key moments in a song anyways, usually pre-chorus, chorus, and bridge. So when you then have songs like these where the verses are like also highlight filled, then it really shows. And moments like these all like mentioned those big highlight moments. Just this little thing which is picking out the beat there for a second can have such an effect on the sound picture. Let me find the track list. Where is it? Where is it? K-pop's up. I know you posted the album. What are you doing? Where is it? Why can't I find it? There. Who worked on Dragon? Lyrics Slowly by Bobby. Oh, Bobby wrote the entire song. My man. Composed by The Proof, Millennium, J and DK also in the... Okay. Okay, so no idea who exactly did that, but I wouldn't be surprised due to it being his rap section that he did it himself. But these are the details. I mean, these two little moments. It's so simple but so effective. It still has such an effect because these little moments, these final syllables he's flowing, they're just punch even harder, you know. Oh. The pre-chorus is hype, you know. Man, the B-side quality is just as good straight away. It's my first iKON B-side basically, and what a banger! What a banger! We let this play through one last time, the last 40 seconds. God, man. This goes hard. This goes hard. Then a hype, final build-up bridge. It's neither really melodic nor really a verse. It's really short, sweet, on point. Good final interlude section. Before we then, that's also something always very point outable. We do the chorus again, but we switch the sound so that the third chorus will always feel different to the first two. Man, an absolute on point 3-minute long song. Like, the length is on point. Nothing is missing here. We have a strong intro. We have a strong finale. We have insane verses, you know. It's just a powerful hype song, you know. Like, that's that energizer in your playlist. That's the type of song you put into your workout playlist, okay? This song pumps you up. This song gives you the energy. Fantastic. What a opening to not just this album, but like my iKON B-side journey, because like mentioned, we will be doing the previous albums as well. So, whoo! This thing bangs. That was sick. That was awesome. That was insanely enjoyable. iKON's Dragon certainly breathed fire like one. I'm ready for the next B-side, and that is For Real ? Let's see what's up with that. Let's check it out.
Yeah. Good morning, love.
Oh. That drum set sounded way softer at first. Like way harder, but it actually... DK did that bridge, and his voice really reminds me of Haechan. Yeah. He and Haechan have these crystal clear, bright vocals. DK, Haechan, and Jimin have like such wonderful, bright voices, man. That's now the cooldown again, you know. We try to kick us off. Heavy banger afterwards, and now cooling it down again. This now feels much more simpler, you know. Very lean back, very chill, already a bit of a summer feeling.
You're so sexy, you're so wild, drives me crazy. Hot time body, goddamn Rari, wonderful car like Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die.
Hell yeah. So good to hear Bobby flow again. Seriously. Lovely vocal section still for everybody. For Jay's song too, he came. I think Chen is coming in for the chorus there now. A lot of English in there though, which is always good to sing along, you know. Given this as a more slower tempo, this will be probably one of those songs. Jay too, man. iKON's voices, just the voices, okay? Like delivery and everything, yeah, but just the general voices, the general way they sound is just interesting though how the two chorus sections here feel very identical and with like a very short breather in between without it really being a cut. Works for me though. I'll chant for the bridge. Like a Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah, this is definitely a chill summer song. Okay, but at least now I will definitely be able to picture DK in my mind all the time, just by the voice alone. He really has a standout voice in the tone. Generally though, the song also now is way more linear, way more wavy, you know? Though it doesn't really have any loud spikes in between, just chill all the way through. Oh, wait. Oh, that's okay. Okay, that's actually a bit weird then. Okay. Okay, that's something I will definitely nitpick straight away because it's just one of my pet peeves. Okay, not sure why we did it like that because one of my pet peeves in K-pop, but probably just music in general, but I mostly focus on K-pop and review it basically every week, so it's more of a K-pop thing for me. When we do 3 choruses and it's just a 2-sectioner, then it's always better to have it with 2 sections at the end, because the ending is obviously what's supposed to be the big payoff, the big satisfying finale, you know. So in this case we have full chorus with both sections, full chorus with both sections, and then only one part of the chorus to wrap things up. And then you're like, you know, like I was right now, like the song ended and I was like, wait, where's the second half, you know? That's definitely something I'm not too big of a fan of in general. Like, no matter what song it is, I usually always want the full chorus to be at the end, and then preferably maybe even with a short outro section of like 5 to 10 seconds or something, so that you can really have the song fade out, especially after we had such a amazing lengthy drum intro here, which like made you really put me on the wrong way at first, because it was like, hey, sounds like we can go into a very classic rock hip-hop song, and then, oh no, never mind, we go into a soft summer direction instead. So yeah, that's something I would nitpick here, because it's just, because I just prefer it the other way around, you know? Like, it's still fine, it's not a song ruiner or anything, but I'm always more of a person that wants to see the full chorus at the end, because when you play the full thing twice, and then end it after the first half at the end, I'm pretty sure many people were caught off guard by that, because they're like, oh, why did we end it already, you know? That type of feeling, because that's when you then usually say, okay, we cut the chorus short in the middle. That's usually how it's mostly done, or at the beginning, you know. But it's always better to have full cut, full, instead of like full cut, at least in my opinion. That's one of these production things and pet peeves that I just have. But other than that, honestly, nothing to complain about, especially now after Dragon was such a highlight-filled, loud, powerful song. This song really comes straight after as a very big cooldown moment. You know, that little breather, basically, because we just had it yesterday for Les Seraphim, which is generally, I always love to use the metaphor of a graph. When you look at the song and the audio as on a graph, basically, when you look at Dragon as example, you will have big graph spikes and whatnot. For this song, it's more like this. The song is basically a chill wave. You know, it's just, there's no moment in the song really that goes really loud or really high in the volume or like big tempo switch or whatnot. It's just a chill. it's just a chiller, you know? It's just that chill summer lean back type of vibe that just totally works, you know? It's a simple, enjoyable song. It's a comfortable song that you don't really need to focus on too much. You can just put this into your summer playlist while you're like just out in the sun, dozing off, and you just have the song going on in the background and you just vibe with it, you know? It's like one of these type of songs, you know? And it totally works for that. So besides the little nitpicky there, just generally because I usually prefer to have the chorus full at the end instead of cut off like that. Like the ending was a bit too abrupt for me, basically. Other than that, nothing to complain about. Very relaxing, chill summer song. Obviously suited the voices wonderfully. Everybody just... Generally, thus far, I can definitely say that like iKON fits into every concept from what I've heard from them at the moment. Like, there's no song yet I've listened from them where I'm like, hey... this really wasn't their thing, you know, like everything just feels on point for them, so that's talent right there. Alright, for real. Very chill breather after the banger that was Dragon. Let's move on to our third and second to last B-side of their fourth mini album, which is Gold. And Gold obviously gives you many thoughts and many ideas what it could be about. Like, it could be a drip type of song, you know, like, we're worth gold and blah, blah, blah. Or maybe you're gold to be, you know, a softer song like that. Could be anything. So let's check out what it is exactly. iKON. Gold. I think the song is a bit short though. I remember seeing on the track list like 2:47, something like that. Ah, I'm not a materialist, okay? Already going into the... Makes sense for Gold, yeah. Ah, but it's a... It's definitely a hip-hop song, but with this stutter flow, basically. Bobby vocal pre-chorus. Don't see that quite often. Ooh, the chorus transition. Oh, now I know that. Wait, is Gurm Gold or Friday? Waiting for the bass to kick in. Yeah. Ooh, lovely. That was cool. Chan already kicking in before Bobby's finished. We have a very short little harmony moment that was nice, but... Ooh, this chorus is so cool. Wait, is Gurm no Friday or Gold? Is Gurm both? Because the lyrics show that it means both. That it can mean both Gold and Friday. What? Ooh. Oh, this chorus transition! I talk about it in a moment, but it's such a short hip hop fun track, okay? The group harmony outro. Hell yeah. Even shorter than 2:47. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's the thing. Usually when I look at track lists and see that the songs are pretty short, I'm always like, you know, because like mentioned, I have the pet peeve of like, I don't want the song to start too soon, or like I always want an intro, or like it's my preferred way to have songs, like don't cut off to probably and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes short isn't really bad, because if the song's just done right and just fits that length, then it's no issue for me. And this is definitely a song that is totally on point for the length it is, because Gold is really just a make your mind free type of hip hop fun track, you know? Like it's like mentioned, Dragon was this powerful into your face type of attitude. Gold is just this lean back, let's have a fun time type of flow song, you know? Because like mentioned, we have this very stuttery flow there where we go like you know, where we don't really have like continuous structure where we do like non-stop da da na 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 na, but instead like we've made little beat sections in there where you like da 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 da, and then have only the beat going on and whatnot. It's a very typical flow for especially these type of songs that are about like more the practical things like Money Gold and whatnot. But like it totally fits their vibe yet again, you know. It just works. It's such a, again, similar to For Real, which is like mentioned this just lean back, you don't have to think about it too much, lean back summer type of vibe. This is now this like you don't really need to focus on it too much. It's just this, just vibe out to it, okay? Just flex with it. Just have a fun time alongside with it, you know? It's like not a serious song. It's just them having fun, you know? It kind of has like a freestyle vibe in it, if that makes sense to you, you know? Like mentioned, it's a very classic flow delivery that way, but they once again make it their own thing, okay? That's the thing. They make it their thing. They know how to make each song feel like it feels like an iKON song. Their voices should just fit in right into it. But my highlight of the song for sure, outside of that very, very cool group harmony ending section, is the chorus transition. Because usually we have like a pre-chorus that like builds up, and then we have maybe like a very short break moment, or like the instrumental has a little transition moment or whatnot. But here instead we already begin with the line, and the beat is coming in the background, and then we just kick with it right in, you know? Like it's such a powerful drop moment, you know, where you can really go like boom, you know? First of all though, Bobby with a vocal pre-chorus, hell yeah, really didn't see that coming. But like usually we do like na 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 da 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 da, and then the line begins. But instead we already do the line before the beat drops. That's so good. We drop the chorus with the first line of the chorus, and it's so cool. It's like mentioned such a just enjoy type of song, you know? Don't think about it too much, just enjoy the fun flow. It's a fun, general, brighter sound to it, because like mentioned, when we look at stuff like Bling Bling, you know, that was like mentioned very, very arrogant attitude, heavy type of into your face type of flow and delivery. This like mentioned more of a let's hang out, let's have fun type of summer flow song, you know? And it totally gets me. But this chorus transition, man, this chorus transition from June is, or June, how do we pronounce it? Just June or Junie? Juna? I don't know, but that chorus transition is perfection. Awesome. It kicks in so good. But again though, you see what I mean here though? Like we have the gum. Here it stands for gold, and then the next line, it means Friday. Is it this? Is gum the legit same word for two completely different things? What does it mean? I'm reading gold here first. That the first thing I get is gold. Friday, Korean. Oh, it's because the full word for Friday is with like with 4 additional letters at the end, so it's basically okay, I see what they did. Okay, that's a cool wordplay then. All right, iKON's gold. Like mentioned, such a just lean back, fun type of flow song. Totally my thing. It's like meant such a classic delivery, you know, like it's nothing innovative or whatnot, but they make it their thing. They make it feel fresh nonetheless. Such a short, on point, fun track near the end of the album. After like mentioned, we already went more chill again with For Real. Good stuff, yo. Good stuff. And we have one more B-side to go through. That could also mean anything. You know, like mentioned, Gold could go into so many directions. The fourth and final song of their fourth mini album Flashback is called Name. And like, it could be anything, you know. That title suggests nothing. It could be any direction, any sound. It could have any type of meaning. So let's see how we wrap up this thus far incredible album. Final B-side of iKON's fourth mini album Flashback, Name. Let's check it out. Oh, ballads. First iKON ballads. No better voice to kick that off than DK. I'm such a sucker for piano ballads. Wish you would be happy like your name, I see. They have such captivating voices, y'all. I'm telling you. That little Tisto. We put in that little drum to act like, oh, going heavy, but it's that fast flow, quite a bright sound. I'm feeling a big drop coming, Dave. They've been building and delaying this for a while now. Come on. I'm sensing it. Come on. Hell yeah! Oh, that build-up was fantastic. June's voice too, though. iKON's voices. Something so raspy in it. And Bobby slower register. Background vocals. Such an engageable melody. I just want to sing along already. Background vocals. Oh my god. No way, this was 4 minutes. How was this 4 minutes? Man, it happens all the time with these type of songs where they like go 4 minutes to even over 4 minutes, and I'm like, didn't feel like it at all because they're just so into it. Okay. So literally the only thing I would change, because I said it before, it's my pet peeve. I would have added a 5-second intro there, you know, instead of just jumping straight into it with the voices. That, like, if you have like iKON's placed on shuffle or anything, that, like, let's imagine you have like a banger song before that, so that you like get a short moment of like, oh, okay, we're going to this route now, you know. That's literally the only thing I would change. Other than that, name is, in its construction and build up, so effective, because there were many little moments in there where you're like, oh, we're going to drop now, but they just keep delaying it, they keep building towards it, but then when that drop finally comes in, it's such a strong payoff, it's such a satisfying moment. Like when Bobby's verse kicked in, you hear like the drum coming in, where you're like, okay, we're dropping already, but no, just a little tease for what may happen later. Then we go back with drums after that, and then instead of dropping, we go lower again, and slowly build up again, and then boom, we get that powerful, very emotional drop. Basically, I feel like that on a live concert, or like generally as a live performance, can be really emotional, can really get under your skin depending on your mood and whatnot. Generally though, it's always the type of thing with me for ballads, because when reacting to these type of songs, I will never be able to feel them as much as I will feel them later on, because there's so many ballads I've reacted to already that's just getting me way more under specific circumstances. As example, I've like the tire track, like just look at But You. Retro songs in general always hit different at midnight. So the song was already so catchy and good, but like retro and synth in general, the way it was done there will feel so much cooler when it's dark outside, when you're already sleeping and whatnot. That's when these songs really start to hit. That's similar with ballads for me, you know. When it's already when it's dark outside, you're about to sleep, or like you're in your thoughts, you're like dozing off and thinking about things. That's when these type of songs really get you at first. So now here, when I obviously focus on so many details and try to figure everything out straight away, I obviously can't feel the song as much as I will feel the song on casual listens, where I don't have to think about anything but just close my eyes, just have my ears open, and just let the music play its magic. That's where these type of songs will deliver so much more, but I'm already a big fan of it. But I can already tell, basically, because it's usually the case for me with ballads, that the song will hit even better on re-listens. I can promise you that. But now, though, already, like mentioned, now on the reaction basis, where, like mentioned, go into it in a review way, amazing. Because again, everybody sounds incredible, everybody has such a fantastic voice, everybody has a very different voice too, actually, so I think it will only be a matter of time, that the more I listen to iKON, the easier we'll be able to tell who's who. It will only be a thing about the faces, obviously, but like, iKON has just incredible voice, and it kind of makes me sad to know, like what means to know about, like, man, BI was, like, man, like, even without BI, they're, like, still so stacked in the vocal department, in the vocal tones and colors, but, like, with him additionally on that, what a lineup it was. BI generally, though, I think he will be having a come later this month as well. I wanted to do that last year already. I know he had, like, 3 music video releases of Whatnot, Waterfall, something in that direction. We will be doing that soon, too. We will be going more into BI as well, when we then also go, like mentioned, to the old iKON releases, where he's obviously still a part of the group. Isn't this actually the first iKON album without him? Is that the case? I'm not sure, but like, even without him, still, the general voices that iKON has available are amazing. So I'm so excited to check out the previous B-sides and everything. How many songs will it be? 30 maybe or so? Excited for that. But name itself, like mentioned now, the way we just kick off, it's like one of these ballads that like build itself up for that big finale, you know. Lovely piano intro, or like piano opening section with just the piano going on, which really leaves the room for the voices to shine. Then we get louder and more epic as things goes on. Like mentioned, this delayed tease drop there went so good. The moment when we then actually went into the drop here was just so strong. Like, the one half of the song is basically just build up, like the first 2 minutes are just build up to this specific moment that then transitions over into the second half, which is now obviously much louder, much more emotional, much stronger, and like mentioned, will hit really strong on live stages. iKON's name, as mentioned, Now that I have to go into this in a review way, it obviously won't connect with me as much as it will on later re-listens when I'm listening to it throughout the night or just on loop when I try to sleep or something like that. But now already after one listen, I can tell you iKON can do it all, because that's not a thing. It's the fifth and final song up there for Mini Album. We can now get into a wrap-up talk here, because we have 5 songs, and as it's often the case for mini albums, everyone is different to one another. You know, that's always something I talk about. Single albums, either 1 or 2 or 3 songs, so do whatever you want. For mini albums, I think it's always usually the best way, because given is mostly 4 to 5 to 6 songs, do as many different concepts as possible to showcase as much as possible that you can offer. Because one of the things that I really don't like about mini albums is like when you then do like 3 songs that are very similar to one another back to back or something like that. It's always then a bit, I don't know, too much of the same for me. When it then comes to albums there, where you can really do like when you have 10 to 12 songs or something like that, where you can really do a cohesive production for the album, where you start heavy, go softer again, and all that kind of stuff. There it's okay when 2 songs back to get back go more into a similar direction. Now for this mini album, like mentioned, they really said, hey, we have 5 songs, boom, we have 5 different concepts. We have to 80s retro synth wave title track that hits already so good, is insanely catchy, fantastic chorus melody, was already on loop, will be even more on loop, will feel even better when listening to it at midnight. Fantastic. Then Dragon after that, boom, into your face, blazing fire, heavy attitude, loud, powerful banger of a B-side. Then after that we had For Real, which was a very lean back, very chill, calm down type of summer chill song, you know, like mentioned, it's a wave type of song with no big spikes in the volume, that is really just extremely chill to listen to. Then Gold came along as a very simple, just very short, fun, on point hip-hop track that just really doesn't take itself too serious. We just vibe alongside with it, with a fantastic chorus, with a great cool outro section with the group harmony as well. And then to wrap things up, which is usually always the best way to locate a ballad or epic song like that, always put it at the end of the album to go with a very satisfying feeling. Fantastic build up to that big drop there in the middle, where we then, like mentioned, do the switch up moment. Vocally, everybody shined on this album. Bobby blazed fire as usual with his verses. Like mentioned, was so happy to hear the iKON comeback. Like mostly also for that, like mentioned, Bobby's, I've listened to his album 50 times or so, or even more throughout the past year, probably way more. Like mentioned, his album so good. Like when I look back at how I reacted to You Mad, you know, I'm like, man, imagine would have reacted to that nowadays, because back then it was one of my first reactions, and it was, like mentioned, very unconfident yet in how I want to react and how I'm talking and whatnot. Nowadays I would have lost my freaking mind. I would have absolutely destroyed this chair here, probably, because it's that freaking hype. So was very happy to hear iKON's coming back, not only because it would be my first iKON comeback and my first iKON album, but also just to hear Bobby again. But this album really had everybody shining, everybody's voice is incredible, everybody sounds amazing, everybody has little highlight moments in each of the songs. We have 5 totally different songs from one another. Each song has its own flavor, its own characteristic and personality trait, where you go like, hey, where many people can go like, hey, that song is especially for me, although actually that one, you know, there's something for everybody in there, basically, which makes iKON's 4th mini album, Flashback, one of my favorite mini albums of the year thus far. Easily. The title track, like mentioned, was straight away one of my favorites of the year, and the B-sides also delivered. And my god, does it make me excited to check out more of iKON and their albums. Maybe, I think I will be doing, like, we have 11 more music videos to check out. Like I mentioned, we already did while last year, and then the first catching up on with 4 of the MVs. And I think they have 11 left to go, which we will be doing in 3 catching up on videos, 1 with 4, 1 with 4, the last one with 3. So I will probably be doing, now after I've enjoyed this album so much, we'll be doing the first one with the first 4 songs or music videos. I think, what was it, Airplane, something like that, like their first 4 music videos they've released. I think we'll be doing that this weekend. With, like mentioned, definitely be doing all of the music videos, all of their albums here on this channel, so look forward to that. For now, I had so much fun with this album. I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction plus review. If you did, leave a like down below to show me that you did. What are your thoughts on iKON's fourth mini album Flashback? Tell me all thoughts about it down below in the comments as well. Which song is your favorite? And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, then you can gladly leave a sub as well, or support my Patreon. It would help me a lot. As mentioned, we will probably be doing the iKON first catching, or like basically second catching up on iKON this weekend. Like mentioned, I think BI will be having a comeback later this month, former iKON member. Definitely want to check out his solo stuff more as well. And other than that, we have a lot of other great K-pop content coming up as well. TXT is coming back next Monday too. So for whatever content you may be interested in, whatever content you may want you in for, obviously again soon on this channel. Stay safe, everyone happy. Have a great time, have a great remaining week, and see you again soon with more iKON or K-pop reactions. Thank you so much for watching.